Her story begins in the kind of place where dreams are not expected to survive. A small town, a crowded home, and a family stretched thin by the demands of daily life shaped her earliest years. Yet, within that environment, something extraordinary was already forming. A voice, unusually powerful, unmistakably emotional, would eventually carry her far beyond the limits of her surroundings. What followed was not just fame, but a life marked by intense devotion, sacrifice, public scrutiny, and unimaginable personal trials. This is the journey of a woman who rose from obscurity to global recognition and endured far more than applause could ever prepare her for. A childhood built on struggle, she was born into a family of 14 children in Charlemagne, Quebec, where survival often mattered more than comfort. Resources were limited, and every day required careful stretching of what little the household had. Despite financial hardship, the home was rich in something else: music. Her parents filled the space with songs, instruments, and shared harmonies that turned struggle into rhythm. Meals were simple, privacy was rare, and responsibility arrived early for every child. In that environment, hardship and creativity existed side by side, shaping her understanding of resilience long before she ever imagined stepping onto a stage or performing for the world. The first spark of a voice. From an early age, she showed signs of something remarkable. At just 5 years old, she climbed onto a kitchen table and sang for her family with surprising confidence. The room fell silent, not out of politeness, but recognition. Something about her presence and voice demanded attention. Her family, already accustomed to music, sensed that this was different. It wasn't just talent, it was intensity, focus, and emotional depth, far beyond her years. That moment became the foundation of everything that followed, marking the beginning of a path that would soon move from a small home to far larger stages. A discovery that changed everything. As she grew, her potential became impossible to ignore. A handwritten song and a simple demo tape were sent to a respected music manager in Quebec. He initially expected nothing unusual, but what he heard stopped him from dismissing it. When he met her, he found not a polished performer, but a determined young girl with a voice that filled the room far beyond its size. The emotional impact was immediate and overwhelming. Convinced of her rare ability, he made a life-altering decision to support her career, investing personally in her future and setting the foundation for her professional journey. Building a new identity, her early success in French-language music quickly spread across Quebec, where audiences embraced her powerful voice and emotional delivery. But her ambitions extended beyond regional fame. To reach a global audience, she underwent a carefully guided transformation. Language training, performance coaching, and image development became part of her daily life. She learned English, refined her stage presence, and adapted to the expectations of an international industry. This was not about changing who she was, but about expanding her reach. Through discipline and endurance, she evolved from a local sensation into an emerging global artist with growing recognition. Love, loyalty, and controversy. Behind her rising career was a deeply personal relationship with her longtime manager, a man significantly older who had guided her since childhood. Over the years, their professional bond developed into a private romantic connection. When it eventually became public, it sparked intense debate and criticism. The age difference and history between them raised questions in the media, creating controversy that followed her through interviews and headlines. Despite public scrutiny, she remained steadfast in her feelings, choosing to defend the relationship while continuing to focus on her work, even as the world debated the legitimacy of her personal choices. The rise to global stardom. Her voice soon transcended language barriers and cultural boundaries. International audiences embraced her music, and her performances filled arenas and stadiums across continents. With record-breaking sales surpassing hundreds of millions, she became one of the most recognized voices in the world. Invitations to perform at prestigious events, including for world leaders and royalty, solidified her place at the highest level of global entertainment. Yet, behind the grandeur of success was relentless discipline, constant travel, demanding schedules, and the pressure to consistently deliver performances that met the expectations of millions. Love, loss, and private devotion. Despite global fame, her personal life remained deeply rooted in devotion and resilience. She shared a long and committed partnership with her husband, a relationship marked by both profound love and prolonged illness. As he faced a slow and difficult decline in health, she remained by his side, balancing career demands with caregiving responsibilities. His eventual passing became one of the most painful moments of her life. Around the same period, she also endured other personal losses that tested her emotional strength, forcing her to navigate grief while continuing to appear on the world stage. A body that began to break. After years of relentless performance and emotional strain, her health began to deteriorate in unexpected ways. A rare neurological condition gradually affected the muscles essential for singing and movement. The very instrument that had defined her life, her body, became unpredictable and increasingly difficult to control. Simple physical tasks grew challenging, and performing became a battle against her own limitations. Despite this, she continued to fight for her ability to sing, refusing to let her condition define the end of her artistic journey, even as it forced her to confront new and painful realities. Resilience in the face of collapse. Even as her condition progressed, she remained determined to preserve her connection to music. Every return to the stage required immense preparation, courage, and adaptation. Support systems, therapy, and medical care became essential parts of her daily life. Yet, the emotional weight of her struggles was as significant as the physical challenges. She was no longer just performing for audiences, but fighting to maintain a part of herself that had always defined her identity. Her journey became a testament to endurance, showing that artistry can survive even when the body begins to fail. Conclusion. Her life is not simply a story of fame, but of endurance through circumstances that would have ended many careers and broken many spirits. From a crowded household in Quebec to the largest stages in the world, she carried not only her voice but the weight of personal sacrifice, love, loss, and illness. Every triumph came with unseen cost, and every performance reflected years of struggle behind the scenes. Yet through it all, she continued to sing. Her legacy is not only in records or applause, but in the resilience that allowed her voice to survive against every expectation.